Welcome back to the LCS, where we have one
and play the support topside game. Shen here for Viper to get on the back of Olaf. I love
that Shen pick overall because we saw what was coming in. We just saw Dignitas get the win to get themselves into this playoff tiebreaker, get into the upset to come through 4 and 5 in the back half of the split. Viper was the key to that one, and CLG says, no, 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 we will take the Camille, let's do it. When Shen comes through, the dodge zone blocks the Camille Q, it blocks the gold card, and if Camille goes somewhere else, Shen ults them and then gives them the dodge, and Johnson can stay safe, or Aframu can stay safe. Because of Shen showing up, and I want to see now, how much pressure does CLG get topside? How much can Dig alleviate that and win elsewhere? With Dardoch on the Olaf, Fragus may well be slowed a whole bunch. He's already going to be drowsy. Wait a couple of seconds. Now look at the rest of the slows. He's going to punch, but Fragus is going to lose his life for first blood, and Dig couldn't have asked for a better start to this game.
the season is on the line in this game, Freak, and a level 1 kill is a huge blow to morale. This is a critical tiebreaker, getting either franchise into playoffs, and that one is definitely going to sting. You know why? It went over to Dardoch. That Olaf we've been hyping up in Champ Select, we're focusing on in Champ Select. Dardoch is going to have the extra long sword coming into it. Oh my goodness, that bubble from Phoenix straight across the long wall. They got vision of Fragus. As soon as he fell asleep, he knew he was doomed.
Yep.
He didn't use any summoner spells after that, and Dardoch actually went for the talisman for the more healing and an easier
longsword,
clear,
yeah.
but or he probably started with the talisman and then went machete, but so it is a faster clear. I like longsword if I get first blood on something like that, because you get more PvP damage and trying to invade and look for fights. But he has gone for the faster PvE clear instead.
All right, well, it's going to be the case for him as we watch through. And I believe I want to kind of recollect about that level 1. I don't believe Fragus ever showed out of Fog of War. He was in the brush the whole time. So a really nice planned level 1 for Dignitas, something that CLG had done so many times to great success in their history as an organization, was these really, really clever level 1s that got them an early lead, burned a flash, or got them a kill, or something else really powerful. In this case, it's CLG on the receiving end off of a really nice set play. Phoenix obviously starting with the Sleepy Trouble Bubble to help make that one happen. They spot Fragus on 3 camps done into blue buff. They know which 3 camps are gone via the fact the Hawkshot revealed them all. They know he is topside, and the only camp they could poach they wanted was the Krugs. We'll see if that happens for Dardoch.
Yep, most annoying AD carry in the game for junglers. It's not something that you're going to have a hard time killing. It's the Hawkshot, it's the Ashe, just because of all those early reveals. And right off of that, you see Dardoch, by process of elimination, easily able to move over to Krugs and counter jungle here. Then he can take the bottom crab as well. Just supporting this Ashe Soraka lane that we were talking about, getting that harassment down, continually pushing in on Stixxay and Smoothie, and even getting them pretty low here.
He's going to look for it. They're going to look for some damage right now. Can it be enough? Smoothie is the target right now. Gets poked out a little bit. Dardoch gives away the fact that he indeed took the Krugs down there. I think it's actually pretty easy to infer at this point. And CLG having to sit there and play defensively. Axe going to land again. Dardoch has infinite mana with the blue quite obviously. Smoothie getting dropped a little bit low. And he says, okay, it's not going to be enough. We can't get any more done. Let's go back. I'll take bottom scuttle. Enjoy the extra couple hundred health damage I did. But you're going to play this 2-on-2 from now on.
And it allows Johnson and Aframu an easy reset, because Smoothie and Stixxay have to constantly worry about the collapse. Ooh, they're not taking the back here for Johnson and Aframu. They actually cancel and they stick around. Just gonna continue to pressure with the extra ward.
Ooh, that's gonna be some nice damage going back into the mid lane. This is gonna hurt a lot. Pavotr has to flash early and does not take any more damage. The chickens will at least go over to Fragus as a result. Dardoch now spotted here, and look, it's equal camps on both sides, equal items in the most case as well. Now Fragus does have flash, he saved it from level 1, goes for the stun, flashes this time as Afro shows up. Phoenix burns his flash to go over the wall, he wants to get into this one. Fragus getting lower and lower, needs the blast plant, barely survives it. Pushed out of his own jungle.
Man, so annoying trying to get away from Zoe. Phoenix just picks his own flash up, follows him, and Fragus going to give up all the pressure. Stixxay by himself now under the tower.
Is he going to be the target? Jumps around, not going to be silenced, but will go down. Dardoch claims the kill credit. 2v1, actually, sorry, 2v4, as Phoenix on the other side from his team for now. Finally gets the reinforcements. They're going to get away from that one. Get the kill through. The teleport, of course, burned by Pobelt. It means he is not in mid. We'll lose some of that farm. And now Stixxay will TV back in with Tier.
And we're just seeing more of the killer Week 9 Dignitas. Their first 2 games, they really came out swinging. They're not changing the pace up here at all. Completely offensive mindset. Dardoch getting the first blood off of the level 1, then pushing it ahead. They use Hawkshot, scouting out Fragus. Well-timed invade here on the bottom side, forcing more summoners, forcing extra kills, and even diving down there to try and further set behind the Ezreal. You see Stixxay had to use his teleport back. He just has the tier, so no extra attack damage down here. He's just throwing out Mystic shots, trying to stack up and farm away.
Right now, checking in the top lane, though. Ruin blind picked the lane. Viper picked, to be fair, a bit more for the team than for the lane, but a 15 CSD as Ruin completes his first recall of the lane. Sheen is in. He's got to feel comfy about how the match is going to play out. In the pretty much heads-up 2-on-2, or sorry, 1-on-1, I should say, got the lead so far against Viper, but Dignitas as a team, they're up about 1,000 gold off of jungle difference and off of bot difference, and Dardoch with all the money is going to be the one to snowball this lead. Double longsword is in, now going for the early ocean trade.
Yep, going to keep stacking this one. Shen is now level 6, so as you're looking at the CS up there, Viper's looking at Sand United. Teleports are available for both of the top laners, so it still could be an answer for Ruin, and until Viper can either interrupts it or tries to force it out with some top side pressure with Dardoch or something, it still could be an answer for Ruin. Just a little bit more of a delay on that one than the arrival of your Stand United. Regardless, no reason for Johnson and Aframo to stop pushing. When they keep up the pressure on the bottom side, keep mining those objectives.
Viper's lane in an awkward spot right now, stuck in front of Ruin's turret with zero vision at all. CLG have a control ward topside, and there is nothing that Viper knows. He has no idea if Fragus might be showing up or Pobelter might ult up there, and with Hextech Ultimatum, you are just dead. So he is bleeding farm right now. It is still a freeze. He's going to get farther behind Ruin with the first level 7, and maybe CLG can find their win through top because they are down 1,000 gold elsewhere.
So you actually need 4 ranged minions if it's right in front of your turret to keep it there indefinitely too. I believe there were only 3 there. Both junglers are heading up to the top side though, as Johnson and Aframo just keep wailing on this turret and get a 3rd turret plate almost all by themselves.
Now there was a gank to help get the first one down, but overall obviously a smash down here on the bottom side, 10 CSD. They only got the assist, so they're not really rich off the kills. It's maybe 40 gold or so. The fact that, of course, they had to really limp around through the Olaf obviously hurt it a little bit. Afro also, by the way, going for the more aggressive, the arguably greedier support item in going Spell Thieves. Obviously, you must play someone aggressively to get the same gold income that Relic Shield would give you. He's going to hope that he can do that. Hitting the turret does that, and then that's what the push is doing in some degree to get those items online as fast as possible. Dardoch now still finding neutral objectives to kill. He's not up in camp count, really, but he's gotten 2 good ganks. Okay, 1 good gank off, and first blood, and a lot of big neutrals. He's got the first Drake. He's now going for the Herald.
And it looks like a contest here. Fragus is in the area. Twisted Fate ultimate is available for Pobelter.
And they're going for the play. Gold Card's going to land on Dardoch. He does have the ult. He's going to burn it here. Not stunned up by Fragus. He's going to go for the punch. Ash Arrow not quite going to land, but the reinforcements have arrived. Then Phoenix gets the kill anyway. Even a little bit of help from everything else, as this is going to be an easy one. As that is an easy run through. Herald picked up another kill on the board. Dignitas running away with this game.
And maybe a top lane focus there. Johnson already used the arrows, so Ruin shouldn't be in a too dangerous of a position, but they still have Viper in the area. He's seen on wards, clearing up ward duty, and he gives over his giant built-up wave to Johnson. When we were talking about the wave right in front of Ruin's turret, and it started slow pushing back with the 3 range minions, it just builds up over and over as it keeps stacking and slowly pushing there, and Viper selflessly hands it off to his carry, hands it off to Johnson, who has been doing work in these Dignitas games.
Yep.
And just lifts him up for success here. You'll love to see it, Freak. He also gave the Stand United to Dardoch, so that's why Shen players get so many honors.
Yeah.
You're giving away farm and buffing up your jungler to play truly offensively, really enabling the entire team comp.
Yeah. Most honored of all top laners is Shen. Those stats are backed up by Riot. They released some stuff about that one, so I like the illusion there, Kobe. 1,300 gold lead. And yeah, Viper, you know, the stat's going to look bad this game. This is not his fault. He picked the matchup for the team. It is a good matchup for winning the game. It is not the best matchup for the 1v1. And yes, he's giving away waves at a time here as well. Either way, Smoothie gets slowed. Johnson level 7 here. Smoothie's got to back off of that one. Dardoch now nearby as well. Silence slowed, has the portal. They're going to chase into that one. The flash, yes, that is a death. Dardoch pops the ult for the move speed, and in he goes. Now, Stixay, of course, the Arcane Shift is going to be safe, but those wards are dead. 60 gold to pick it picked up.
Yeah, after so many frustrating games against Bard, when you're playing Olaf and you just follow the magical journey through, knowing there's nothing he can do about it, it feels good. Rift Herald is ready in Dardoch's hands as well as he takes the fight with Fragus.
Oh, the flash from Fragus brings him in, but look at the healing. He doesn't care. Goodbye. Thanks for the wish. I bet you wish you weren't fighting me because Dardoch is in for that one. That's going to be just okay. First plate goes down. Second will signal the Herald being summoned. And that's going to be happening before too terribly long, as long as he's out of combat with champions. There's the summon, and this turret is not long for the world. CLG might be ending their season the way they started it, with a perfect game, as they are losing everything right now.
Yeah, and that is why in Champ Select we keep on highlighting, I love building support for an Olaf. Both solos. Actually, on bottom side, Ruin a little deep and Pobelter teleporting down, but they can't keep him there long enough. Viper just walks his way out.
Yep, taunts backward, presses QW. He's like, literally none of your abilities work on me. It's cool, see you later. And yeah, gonna work out just fine to that one. Gold lead now, almost 4,000. Dignitas are smashing this game right now. Mountain Drake alive for Drake number 2, and CLG not showing any signs of heading towards that side of the map.
All right, what can CLG do to try and stop this slide, this crash in this game, actually, as it is just tumbling away from them? Pobelter here on the Twisted Fate. Usually you can say, oh, well, maybe they can look for a Twisted Fate ult play. Look at that damage. He's got nothing. He's got Merc Treads and the Dark Seal as the only inventory. You look across, Phoenix got his full completed Luden's Echo here. So after purchase, it's going to look a lot better. Boom, he gets a whole Rod of Ages for Pob.
All right.
So that looks way better.
It does. Oh my gosh.
And now maybe he can look for a play with his ulti.
Even better than that, I see a Control Ward in inventory. That is a dream to behold. Yeah, we're ready for this one. Easy duo, easy Drake. Good smite, just in case True Shot Brow is coming over the wall, which it was. So smart there, was actually timed well to try to steal. If there wasn't a smite, he might have actually gotten it. So kudos all around for good play. Obviously, the cards were in Dignitas' hands, despite the fact that Pobelter can sometimes do that as well. And now bot lane being pushed again. Plate still a full minute up. Like, Dignitas ran their bot lane into bot lane, killed 3 turret plates, ran the top side, got 5 more turret plates, came back to bot side, going for plate number 4 down there.
Yeah, and Dardoch is going to run straight mid here. They get a
is this a
spellbook heal?
It is not. It is only a butterfly in your hand. There's nothing else there.
Viper once again.
All right, CLG, if they're going to win, it's going to be through top. The stun, the punch into the wall, and hey, by the way, Viper's too tanky. Here comes the squad, Phoenix and Johnson. He is going for the 1v1, the flash out from Ruin. Fragus going to be in danger here. Ralph said it best. He's going to try to run away. A nice stun. He buys some time, but not more than that. Another kill comes through, 6-0 in that score line. And hey, you've just face-checked an Olaf. Goodbye. Dardoch is unstoppable.
Yep, on the bottom side, Stixay trying to get Afro Moo and the standing.
He's got a Shen! Stixay, only thought you caught Afro Moo. You have found yourself a Viper and you have been bitten. You are venomized and you are dead.
This Dignitas team, just every person saving their teammates. It's just wholesome, Freak. This is a wholesome game from Dignitas. We're talking about Viper, giving up minion waves, staying united on his Olaf, really lifting them up. Guess what happens when Viper gets ganked for the second time? Double teleports come in. Johnson's there. I got your back. Thanks for the minion waves, bro. I'll defend your life with everything I've got. Phoenix did the same. And then Viper even paying it forward as his Stand United comes back off of cooldown. No man left behind on this Dig team.
Now, Kobe, the advice you always hear facing these comps is you try to gank the global. And they tried to gank the global, and it does absolutely nothing.
Yep, double teleports come in. Johnson on the Ashe going to be right there in lane too. No fear from him. Teleports right to the center of lane, chases off Ruin with his ultimate. They turn their sights towards Fragus, and Viper does get some revenge. Then Dardoch, once again, Olaf versus Bard. I love this matchup. Just get to completely annihilate that support. And just when CLG thinks, oh man, we can get something, right? Dig just won top side of the map, and they won the little jungle skirmish. Oh my goodness. Who's timing to stand united? We can't catch a break.
And this game is ending soon, it feels like. Dignitas completely crushing this game. Their gold lead, wow, it is just gigantic. 5,500. They've got second Herald. That mid lane turret, that is dead to the Herald summon. It is one auto and a Herald charge away from dropping. Here you go. Auto, 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 auto. Used to be on CLG, not anymore. And that's going to be the turret. Used to be on CLG, not anymore.
Fair enough. Can they usher Shelly up for a second charge? Looks like it. Arrow lands too.
And that's going to be damage towards Smoothie. The Herald finally drops, but mid turret's obviously down to 1/4 as the gold lead stretches to 6K. And, you know, I have seen teams in the last couple of weeks throw away perfect games by fountain diving. I don't want to see it here from Dig. I want to see clean execution. I want to see tune-up on the way in to playoff, because Dignitas are almost assuredly closing this one out, and I want to see how good they can look on the way as they wait for their first round opponent. A big stun on Phoenix, though, is not what you want to see. Viper tanks up. Look at that. Perfect. Q, W, dodge the gold card. No CC, no damage, ready to push back into mid.
Yeah, meanwhile, look at this loop around from Dardoch. Are they actually going to go for it? Stand United, few seconds away. They don't quite have that, but they do have Wish.
They're going to look for a sleep on a stick. Say he's got to shift backwards. He's not going to be an easy target. Phoenix going to try. Can't quite land it. Enough distance was built. And Dignitas knocked out another turret. They are ready to reset. They are ready to play for their third Drake in 43 seconds. And soon they will be ready to face the loser of TSM Golden Guardians if they can close this out and claim that 8th spot in playoffs.
Yes, sir. And Dardoch is going to have mega speed here with the Cloud Dragon on top of it. That's going to be a train running straight through the jungle of Counter Logic Gaming. Nowhere is really easy for them to defend. So honestly, here's what I do in these situations. I try and just trail one of the split pushers. You kind of dangle out a Camille in one of the side lanes and have multiple people following behind the Camille out of vision in Fog of War. Then you hope that somebody from the opponent team is going to take that bait. You try and get just an overwhelming numbers advantage. And since Camille has Hextech Ultimatum, you basically can trap someone there and secure them for that counter. That is not what's occurring. They are trading for top side, which is also pretty good. Get some top turret gold for themselves while they're in such a deficit. If you can even get an even trade in a number of objectives, you'll definitely count your blessings there.
You can see a nice little ult there by Stixay. Get some damage with Aphromu, who can't sustain himself too easily. That's okay. They're ready to push down the rest of the map. And CLG, they're going to get an objective on the game. Pope Belter split push finds a turret kill. Something finally on the board. But CLG are running out of things to trade. Top outer is bot with bot lane tier 2. Dignitas' gold lead obviously so massive you cannot easily contest. Sometimes you have to take a bad trade because that's all you're going to be given in response. At least some money in the pockets, but CLG are losing their base.
All right, plenty of wards left behind too. You see that trail through the red quadrant of the jungle. Basically, the map is full of darkness and terrors for CLG. They really have to huddle together. They have to check every brush. They have to throw out these skill shots to even, go farm a wolf camp.
I'm not sure if CLG can be filled with determination, though, because right now, Dignitas are determined to close this one out. Righteous Glory comes through second item for Dardoch. Wants to make sure he can get in there and lead the charge.
That plus the Cloud Soul is going to be hilarious to watch.
Dude.
It's just a turbo Olaf with a Shen on his back and a wish in his mind.
And Asher over the top in case he needs the extra crowd control, because Olaf doesn't provide much for himself. Well, waiting around for the next big play. We know Baron's up in 35 seconds. We know Dignitas are in command of this game, and we know CLG did find some way back in. 200 Spike is done for Twisted Fate. We know the Muramana is not too far away for Stixay. but he's got a ways to go until Triforce. He takes the sidestep intelligently so. For Executioners, because of all of the healing on this squad, Olaf and Soraka is a ton, and that is who you're going to be hitting. So I like that coming through. That is smart. And they're going to hope that Ruin can find a way to crack things open on the side. Right now, not happening, but you're hoping down the line it does come true.
All right, beware the Olaf. Pobelter here a little bit out in the lane as Phoenix pushes it up. I like the split here from Dig. Now, the only thing is that they have to worry about is the Camille versus the Shen. Because if you isolate the teams and you just have Shen by himself, versus Ruin, who has farmed up through the Trinity Force here on Camille, that is one thing that CLG could, pull out some surprises. As I was saying, maybe you have somebody trail the Camille and you bring a bit of damage. So that's why Viper actually gave him a pretty wide berth in that side lane split push. Arrow does hit, though.
Done. That is a silence. That is a lot of damage right there. Frag is going to have a hard time with this one. He's going to be able to jump with the blast plant and stay alive, but he's asleep. He's going to get re-engaged upon. Not quite hit. Will stay alive, but Red was still stolen away by Dignitas. Baron is on the map. Cloud Soul is in 2 minutes. And I want to see how aggressively Dig wants to play. They have yet to crack the 6th and final outside the base turret. That is top lane. It's very healthy. Pobelter has been spending a lot of time up there. Nice by Sticksake. It's the Big Wolf. As Pobelter keeps top lane push, that is not going to be an easy turret to kill. May not drop for a while in this one. Ruin wants in on the Viper, finds a stun and a teleport. This is now CLG looking for their first kill of the game. Keeps coming on the other side of the map. Viper waiting for the play, finally gets the dodge up to play around TF, but there's Gold Card over the top. Re-engage for Johnson, wants to find a single kill. Viper is low, flashes right into Fragus, gets stunned but healed by Soraka. Johnson on the board, answered back though as Ruin finally gets a kill to shut down onto the Ashe. CLG now on the board in 2 ways. They found a turret, they found a kill. They are finding something to do in this game.
And they did it. They make the play off the Camille, Freak. The one area they can try and make a play off of. Ruin finds it. They wait out the stun. Even with Viper escaping, flashing over to the waiting arms of Soraka, they just turn their sights over to the other and get their kill there. Hextech Ultimatum, keep him in place for the duration of the teleport to come through. Then Pobelter saves his gold card after the Spirit Refuge went through. Maybe that was a different time. I was looking at it was earlier. Viper then flashes over to Aphromu to get those heals, and Johnson is the one left out to dry as they get the shutdown onto Ashe. Very small win for CLG, but definitely they really needed a win here. That kill going over to Camille just gives the big burst of extra gold into the place that they need it right now. The split pusher, the ray of hope.
And it is worth noting that that kill was through the Shen ulti. He was able to pop that at the very end there and try to get extra shield, and it was still too much burst. CLG's backline access is very good. The one, I think, intelligently rule around squishies is as they get more gold, they don't tend to buy that much more durability. They tend to buy more damage. So the 8-0 Ashe is as squishy as the 0-8 Ashe in a lot of cases here. Now in this case, 2-1, but still, that is a target they can still get. Even with Soraka heal, even with Shen ult, that is a possibility. And so that is kind of the avenue, maybe back in. Triforce going to be the build for Sticksake. Again, higher damage there on that one. Executioner's smart to have when the Soraka and Olaf are on the team. Maybe, just maybe, CLG gets the biggest comeback of all time and finds a way back into this.
Funnily enough, I'd say CLG might already have the biggest comeback of all time with their MSI one. But definitely could be in the cards. Dardoch, though, not going to have any of it. Takes up his Cloud Soul, ready for the Olaf super speed train to come through. I'm still looking for the Righteous Glory plus Ultimate pop at the same time to get the uber speed to come through. Looks like with Baron available, Dig can use that as the bait to draw out CLG. How can CLG play around this very, very dangerous foe with the Baron as the lure?
And the Baron lure needs to happen, to keep in mind. I don't think you wait another 5 minutes for Elder Dragon to spawn. Dignitas are the ones who need to be proactive. The longer this game goes with a standstill, where you trade farm back and forth, the better it is for CLG, because that 7,000 gold deficit means less at 70k than it does at 35k. Right now, they are playing aggressively. They are pushing top lane tier 2. They're going to try to knock on the turret, but the wave is gone. They can stick around there. They're tanky enough. The turret will indeed fall. They grow the lead. Now there are only inhibitor turrets left. Viper will head to bot lane to answer Ruin, but he's got a level deficit. And Ruin, to be fair, is able to trade a turret for a turret. CLG are finding ways to at least trade close to equal, or stall, or get kills, and it means that Dignitas still must be the aggressors in this game.
And remember that CLG also, with the Bard pick for Smoothie, have another way to stall on that Baron. So if Smoothie can have vision, if they can get a well-timed Bard ultimate, CLG's goal of stalling, of buying time, of playing around this dangerously fed Dig team is doable, right? They have tools to pull it off. It's just going to be very difficult. Ruin on the Camille, again, keeping to the split push, gets that solo tower gold for himself, for all the local gold. He's trying to get his Death Stance built and does get it here.
Yep. So Death Stance done, which is going to feel obviously really good. This Camille is getting harder and harder to deal with. On the other side, Triforce done for Stixxay. Muramana in as well. We just got Mikhail's completed on Smoothie's side. So some of these spikes are coming through, but it's 2-item Ezreal to 3-item Ashe. You know, it's 2-item top lane versus 2-item top lane because of the global gold going into Viper's pockets. He's going to feel okay with a current equal level play right now. Big shoves in mid. No one to find just yet. And again, when does Baron get attacked? When do you make this play happen? Dignitas are clearing wards, but they are done with the easy objectives. The elemental drakes are all dead. The outside turrets are all dead. Dignitas now is a slightly harder point where you've got to do something with a little bit of danger attached to it.
Here we go.
And danger is attached to Viper right now. He's in a 1 versus 4. Ulti comes in to stop Johnson. This is going to be big damage, and Viper dies. CLG finding the way in ever so slightly. Fragus has to get away. He's going to barely survive. But again, CLG find their way into a kill.
Intelligent little brush attack here from CLG. They just wait in the fog of war. Unsuspecting Viper walks right into them and gets bursted down. Dig, I was just about to say, wow, I'm impressed. You know, Dardoch built up that Spirit Visage I was looking for. They can actually tank the Baron really easily. An Olaf with Spirit Visage and you have Soraka on your team, they should try and draw CLG to them. But them getting caught out there definitely puts a stall on it. Now that Viper is back alive, Teleport is available, Stand United is available, and they can get back to that game plan.
They should know about this. They got to get there pretty fast. He's down to 5K already. Fragus has Hex Flash, but not real Flash. He has a Blast Plant to go to. They get the vision. He's going to have to jump over the wall, and it's going to happen soon. The fight comes in. A big stun. Looking to get the kill on the Phoenix versus Stopwatch, and Ruin kills Afromu. The fight begins. Johnson's gone as well. Stixxay is kiting, but he will go down to Dardoch, trying to 1v9 this game. Viper finds himself a kill as well. Back in the fight, being chased down. Do you believe it's CLG? We never doubted them. They found a team fight win.
They're doing it, Freak. Ruin now also has a possibility of continuing the chase on a Dardoch. Hookshot comes back up. They don't want it. He's running off into the jungle. And CLG, they stop the Baron here right in the midst of a Dig attempt. Here's a look at it. Fragus gets the control word in. They're too worried about the possible steal with that Blast Cone. And man, that Bard stun on those prime targets, Phoenix and Johnson, right next to each other. The two carries. Smoothie just lands the Bard stun, heard around the world, and CLG get right on them. Obviously, Ruin coming in big with the Camille, able to chase down a lot. He's the Fed member of the team with the extra damage that comes through, but what a set up there. Landing that double stun and opening up the team fight here for Counter Logic Gaming.
And shout out Viper for getting absurd damage out on the Shen. Titanic Hydro Shen does have really, really good damage. Nice to see it there. Blue buff secured just in time by Phoenix. And we've got Baron, of course, available on the map. Elder Dragon spawns in 50, and CLG crucially got shutdowns. The gold lead is back below 5,000. And look at how gun-shy Dignitas had been. What are they going to feel like in the next fight there? I mean, they were up so much in gold and managed to stumble just enough right here. CLG, can they make the comeback happen? Fighting for the playoff spot. It's win or go home for either team. And CLG, for the first time in a long time, have pushed past the river and feel comfortable doing so.
Yep, season's on the line. Ruin still yet to die in this game. Camille looking at Sterix Gage next to become even more of that fearsome opponent. Right now, though, he's on the other side of the map from Viper, and Viper's almost up to the inhibitor turret with the dragon spawning. So Elder Dragon coming into the rift, and the split push has been applied by Dig. Pobelter has been sent over with Twisted Fate, but there's the fight. Dardoch in already.
Gets hit, gets the cleanse away, and oh no, goodbye to Smoothie. The dunk in's not going to mean enough. Oh, it is, though. It's a couple of kills in for Dignitas, and now here comes the rest. It's a sleeping jungler. It's a sleeping top laner. Goodbye. CLG could glimpse greatness, but they could not seize it. Dignitas lose their AD carry, but they kill the smite, they kill the top, they kill the support. This is a 4 versus 2 for Elder Dragon. Now, Pobelter has spellbooked smite. He has flash. He has vision. Can he, in a 2v4, try to secure the dragon? Stixxay is gone. In a 1v4, can Pobelter without flash secure dragon? The answer is no. Dignitas, they may have stumbled, but they have not fallen. Elder Dragon will be theirs.
And Dig right back on track now. Elder Dragon means you can also force at Baron. They've got 2 seconds on Johnson. His teleport's available. There it is. And here we go, Freak. Elder Dragon will be forced here by Dig CLG. Their hopes are kind of dangling right now for the whole season. Playoffs on the line. Baron started up, and Elder Dragon in hand from Dig means they won't even contest.
10th place in the spring split, only getting 3 wins. A 4-2 start in the summer. You thought CLG may have turned it around, and they could only find a single win afterwards as their season slips away off of a disappointing year. Dignitas, a 0-6 start to summer. People said this is the worst roster we've seen in a long time. They bring in Phoenix, they bring in Dardoch, they brought back Viper, and they have gotten better and better and better. This group 5-7 since bringing Phoenix and Dardoch in, looking at 6-7 here with a tiebreak win over CLG, looking ahead into playoffs in the last possible spot on the last possible day, and poised to do so with Elder Dragon on, Baron buff on, and 9,000 gold lead. You have to believe you better to push into the base.
Yep, their team fight even more robust now with 4th item, Locket, coming in for Dardoch. He has plenty of health stacked up on this Olaf, so that's going to be a very big team-wide shield. Mikhail's extra safety from Aframu had been built too, saving Johnson from any gold cards or any future Bard stuns that might land on him. And it just means Dig wholeheartedly can run straight through the base with this Baron, look to end.
Looking for it right now. Middle inhibitor is going to be gone, and I don't think CLG can fight. There's no way you want to battle Elder plus Baron. Ruin in the top lane, knocking down turrets. Viper ready to match with an ulti. It's a 4v4, but this also means that the gold winner on CLG is not part of this fight. He's getting objectives, but they are bleeding part of the base, and here comes the attempted play. TF ult goes to catch the mid lane wave. They can maybe save the Nexus. It's a heads-up play. It makes sense, but bots being pushed in. 2 inhibitors down. Dignitas still on the push. Elder Dragon ends in 20 seconds. This is going to be a fight with the buffs on. Dignitas fighting turret number 1 to close out the game, close out the season, and find their way into playoffs. First image comes in. A tanky Olaf gets the shields. He's ready to go. He's ready to dive. He's ready to find the kills. Taunt comes in. The dive backwards as well, and Ruin is gone for number 1. Dardoch is godlike 7-0-6. One of the replacements that led the charge. Dignitas will knock down the Nexus. They will be the 8th and final team in the playoffs, taking down CLG. And we'll see you this weekend